Welcome back, and talking Korea, Egypt. No one is more able than Ambassador Hany, former Egyptian ambassador to Seoul, and he is one of the knowledgeable person in the progress, past and present of our relations. So let me welcome on Zoom Ambassador Dr. Hany. Hany, good evening and good to see you after a long time, but I'm sure that Korea is still in your heart and mind, and for that I insisted that we should meet to discuss the history of our bilateral relations and the future that you expect to this relation. How do you describe first the success story of Korea in the world stage, both politically, economically, and now we see Korea very active in its strategic partnership with Egypt?
Well, first of all, good evening, Your Excellency, and all your distinguished audience. I'm deeply grateful and honored by this invitation. It's quite nostalgic to speak about the Republic of Korea, where together with my family we had the best of a professional and life experience as ambassador from 2013 to 2017. Well, I always mention to my friends, especially in Korea, that Korea is quite a different and unique case compared to any other progressed economy in the whole world, because out of the scratches, Korea built itself, and from the second most poor country in the world in the 60s to the 11th largest economy in the time being. So this is quite an experience that is worthy of being studied. Well, more than a simple commemoration, Your Excellency, last year we all celebrated the 30th anniversary of full diplomatic relations between the two countries, Egypt and the Republic of Korea, whose relations, as Your Excellency mentioned at the introduction, regarding the current visit of the high-level delegation and the advanced initiatives to enhance further our bilateral relations. Those relations indeed transcend classical grounds of merely excellent bilateral relations, since the pillars of our partnership have been cemented by a strategic spirit which have marked all its phases up to this date, being deeply rooted in a mutual prescient political vision to establish, invest, and develop sustainable mutual interests.
Ambassador Hany, you've been part of the build-up towards strong relations between Egypt and Korea, but moving to a strategic partnership, what does it mean to you as an ambassador who led the process to this strategic partnership?
Well, Excellency, let me first quickly explain the sense of the uniqueness of this strategic partnership. At the beginnings in 1995, when the relations were established amidst a turbulent international environment and trends of reshaping the whole world, both nations found in approaching each other a strategic, viable means to manage their adaptation and incorporation in an emerging new world. Diversification of foreign relations, establishment of a new partnership, conquering new political and economic horizons beyond their traditional geographic proximity, onto a direction to explore new ones. All this have been strategic options by both nations to safeguard a better position in the new world. Then came the historical visit of His Excellency President Sisi to the Republic of Korea in 2016, which witnessed the conclusion of the first document of strategic partnership between the two countries, and it was called Comprehensive Cooperative Partnership, which was a strategic framework to enhance mutually lucrative partnerships in various vital aspects through dozens of existing and e-course agreements and projects. In 2022, that strategic leap by Egypt was followed by a similar one by the Republic of Korea in the visit of President Moon which similarly consolidated the strategic nature of bilateral relations, forging additional bonds of friendship and win-win viable schemes of cooperation. A visit followed late last year by His Excellency Jae Myung, only few months after assuming the presidency of the Republic of Korea. In diplomacy and international relations, as you well know, Your Excellency, we consider such a high-level frequent interaction a solid sign of political willingness translated in action to consolidate a strategic pattern of relations.
Ambassador Hany, correct me if I'm wrong, but I can see and notice that Korea has decided lately to come closer to our region, understanding that its national security is not only what is in Asia, but also in the Middle East and in the Gulf region, in the maritime routing, and trying to play a special role in the standoff at the Strait of Hormuz. So it seems that the maritime passageway in our region have attracted a more constructive Korean role without being isolated into the framework, though important, of technology, industries and high-tech towards a political, strategic partnership with Egypt and the region.
That's right, Your Excellency. And since the beginning, the Republic of Korea recognized the unique geopolitical position of Egypt as a partner. And as I always kept telling my Korean friends during my tenure as ambassador in Korea, they believed that Egypt is the best showroom for the Republic of Korea to show the whole world, to show Africa, the Arab world, and even Europe through Egypt, to show them the progress which Korea has realized in all aspects, in its economy, in its politics, in its industry, in its technology, and in all aspects. And of course, the recent developments are enhancing more and more this belief in the strategic sense of the partnership between the two countries. The Republic of Korea finds in Egypt a gateway not only economic, but also political and strategic, a gateway to Africa, a gateway to the Arab world, a gateway to the Middle East, and a gateway even to Europe.
Ambassador Hany, last week, a very important and high-level delegation from Korea visited Cairo and ran with NUA, one of Egypt's newly established and prestigious think tank. They discussed the strategic ties exist between Egypt and Korea, particularly the very important initiative SHINE. I know that you were close to this initiative during your maybe last year of your assignment in Turkey. Could you please shed light on that?
Yes, Your Excellency. Well, the concept, the orientation, and the content of the partnership between the two countries establish its strategic pattern and use just one, let me use just one and indeed the major example which was set by the Egyptian leadership and endorsed by the Korean presidents since 2016 till this day. President Sisi underlined his concept of this partnership at his historical visit to the Republic of Korea, which I was honored to take care of with my colleagues, in few aspects. First of all, that this partnership is not just the economic partnership that he came for, but the shared knowledge, to pursue the shared knowledge. How did you do what you did, my Korean friends, and how would you help us do it as you did it? The second point in this vision of His Excellency the President was, let's build on the rocks. We'd better establish this newly forged partnership upon a viable and pertinent agreement. And there we signed in 2016 what came to be at the end the Comprehensive Cooperative Partnership.
Ambassador Hany, I'm very grateful for this very important explanation, but due to the time frame of the Zoom link, I want you to conclude on that. Please go ahead.
Yeah, in practice, a quick look at the milestone landmarks of our partnership between the two countries. We can soon grasp the strategic nature of our partnership, which is now being further elaborated and consolidated by the SHINE initiative. One major example is the Egyptian-Korean Faculty of Technological Industry and Energy, and many other projects which will come from this initiative. And we are looking forward for a better future for this very lucrative relationship.
Well, I thank you very much, Ambassador Hany, always very informative and very knowledgeable, as we've been always closer in dealing with the Egypt-Korean relations and this very important file of SHINE that we will dedicate a special meeting and interview. And before I introduce Jisoo Bayou, Director of Middle East Division 1, African and Middle Eastern Affairs Bureau of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Korea, allow me to take you to another very important, informative program. Please.